When Counting Cars first hit television screens, Danny Koker believed it would simply be a show about building incredible cars and motorcycles. What he didn't anticipate was that it would evolve into a phenomenon, thrilling millions with high-octane restorations, roaring engines, and a cast of unforgettable personalities. Yet beneath the shiny chrome and smooth paint lay a storm of hidden struggles. Behind those garage doors, where teamwork once thrived, trust would be tested, friendships strained, and secrets eventually exposed. What really happens when loyal crew members betray their boss, clash with production pressures, or walk away without a word? The answers reveal a side of Counting Cars that few fans ever imagined. After years of silence, Danny Koker finally opened up about some of the most turbulent moments in his shop's history. He revealed the truth about 5 former employees whose actions and departures rocked Kustoms to its core. From embezzlement and theft to personal conflicts and creative differences, their stories highlight the emotional cost of success in one of television's most popular automotive series. Long before Counting Cars became a household name, Danny Koker's story began in the heart of America's car culture. Born in Cleveland and raised in Detroit, Danny grew up surrounded by muscle cars, hot rods, and rock and roll. His father's dual love for cars and music deeply shaped him, inspiring a lifelong blend of creativity and mechanical obsession. When he moved to Las Vegas in the early 1990s, Danny reinvented himself as Count Cool Rider, a charismatic late-night horror host with a flair for showmanship. But behind that persona, his true passion never changed: restoring and customizing classic cars and motorcycles. Count's Kustoms started modestly, originally as a personal workshop to maintain Danny's growing collection. Yet his distinctive approach, mixing rebellious design with vintage flair, quickly drew attention. His signature flame paint jobs, sleek low stances, and roaring engines soon turned him into a local celebrity. The small, family-like team around him shared more than just labor. They shared laughter, trust, and passion for perfection. Danny's big break came when the producers of Pawn Stars discovered his expertise. His charisma and deep automotive knowledge led to frequent appearances as their go-to vehicle expert. This exposure laid the groundwork for Counting Cars, which officially launched on the History Channel in 2012. The show stood apart for its authenticity, real craftsmanship, real cars, and real people, without the manufactured drama typical of reality TV. But as the spotlight intensified, it also illuminated cracks forming behind the scenes. Success brought both glory and growing pains. As Counting Cars soared in popularity, fans began flocking to Count's Kustoms, transforming what was once a private workshop into a tourist attraction. The influx of cameras, fans, and visitors disrupted the workflow, making it difficult for the crew to focus on their demanding builds. The once close-knit family dynamic began to shift under the weight of constant attention and production deadlines. While some team members thrived in the limelight, others grew weary and frustrated. The intense filming schedules meant that projects requiring weeks, or even months, had to be portrayed as being completed within a single episode. The pressure to meet these deadlines without sacrificing quality took its toll. Danny's perfectionism, while admirable, pushed the team to their limits. Soon, fame revealed deeper fractures. Some employees started seeking personal recognition or financial gain, while others struggled to adjust to the changing atmosphere. Egos clashed, loyalties fractured, and the easy camaraderie that once defined Count's Kustoms gave way to tension and mistrust. The turning point came when one trusted employee committed an act of betrayal that would scar the business permanently. Among the most shocking scandals to hit Count's Kustoms was the financial betrayal of Joseph Frontiera. As the shop's bookkeeper, Joseph was trusted with overseeing payroll, managing bills, and handling business expenses. To everyone's knowledge, he was reliable and responsible. But that trust shattered when discrepancies appeared in the company's accounts. Investigations revealed that Joseph had embezzled more than $75,000, using company funds for personal luxuries, including airline tickets and a down payment on an expensive car. To cover his tracks, he even forged Danny Koker's signature and falsified records. The theft was not only a financial blow, but a deeply personal one. The stolen money could have supported staff wages, funded new builds, or expanded operations. When Danny uncovered the deception, the betrayal hit hard. Legal action followed in 2016, with Kustoms suing both Frontiera and the staffing agency responsible for hiring him. Though the scandal was kept off camera, news of it eventually leaked, explaining Joseph's sudden disappearance from the show. Since then, he has vanished from public view, leaving behind a legacy of mistrust that changed how Danny managed his business forever. Not all departures were marked by scandal, but even the quieter ones left lasting effects. Scott Jones, one of the original faces of Counting Cars, played a vital role as shop manager and assistant bookkeeper. He kept projects organized, managed budgets, and ensured everything ran smoothly. On screen, Scott's serious, no-nonsense attitude sometimes clashed with Danny's creative spontaneity, creating visible tension that intrigued fans. After season 2, however, Scott quietly vanished from the show without explanation. Rumors swirled. Some suggested money issues or behind-the-scenes disputes, but nothing was ever confirmed. Later, it emerged that Scott had left voluntarily to spend more time with his family. He relocated to Tennessee, where he launched his own automotive business and even appeared on Netflix's Swap Shop. His calm pragmatism had once balanced Danny's fiery energy, and his absence was keenly felt by fans and crew alike. Then came one of the most puzzling exits in the show's history, that of Raleigh Sabo. Known for his Hungarian accent, lively humor, and unmatched detailing skills, Raleigh became a fan favorite from seasons 2 through 6. His personality brought light-hearted energy to the shop, making him one of the show's most beloved characters. But in 2017, the mood shifted. Thousands of dollars worth of detailing equipment mysteriously vanished from Kustoms, and soon after, Raleigh disappeared from the series without a word. The lack of official explanation fueled rumors linking him to the missing equipment. Though never proven, the speculation tarnished his once bright reputation. Raleigh remained in Las Vegas, opening Rock and Rolly Custom Detailing, where he continues to work with cars and maintain his passion for the craft. His exit, however, marked a turning point. Trust within the team had begun to erode. 2 more departures revealed another kind of struggle, the creative battle between artistry and television. Shannon Eichow and Mike Henry, better known as Horny Mike, were 2 of Kustoms' most talented builders. Shannon, calm and methodical, specialized in intricate motorcycle builds, focusing on craftsmanship over spectacle. But as the show evolved to emphasize storytelling and drama, Shannon's low-key approach conflicted with the show's direction. Gradually, he faded from screen time and eventually left to continue his work privately, away from cameras. Horny Mike, in contrast, embodied flamboyance and creativity. His daring airbrush designs and eccentric personality made him a standout figure. However, creative friction with Danny arose when Mike's boundary-pushing artistry clashed with Danny's brand vision. Tight production schedules further frustrated Mike, who needed more time to perfect his designs. Eventually, he stepped back from the show, channeling his talent into his own thriving business while maintaining a respectful friendship with Danny. Counting Cars captivated audiences with its roaring engines, spectacular restorations, and dynamic cast. But behind the fame were lessons in loyalty, leadership, and the hidden costs of success. Danny Koker's revelations exposed the reality that not every chapter in Kustoms' story was triumphant. Some were marked by betrayal, exhaustion, or creative burnout. Through it all, Danny's resilience kept the dream alive. The story of Counting Cars isn't just about building machines. It's about building trust, rebuilding after loss, and staying true to passion in a world where fame can both elevate and destroy. If you enjoyed this in-depth look at the untold stories behind Counting Cars, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exclusive behind-the-scenes insights into your favorite shows. As the years rolled on, Counting Cars continued to captivate audiences with its signature blend of craftsmanship, humor, and heart. Yet, even as new projects hit the spotlight and fresh faces joined the crew, the echoes of those earlier challenges never fully disappeared. Every build carried with it the lessons learned from past betrayals, departures, and growing pains. Danny Koker had learned the hard way that running a world-famous custom shop meant balancing artistry, leadership, and caution, all while performing under the unblinking eye of reality television. Despite the turbulence, Danny refused to let negativity define his legacy. Instead, he doubled down on what had always mattered most: creativity, passion, and integrity. Each car that rolled out of Count's Kustoms reflected his belief that vehicles weren't just machines. They were stories on wheels, shaped by human hands and fueled by emotion. Even after the controversies, fans continued to admire the team's ability to turn raw metal into living art. Over time, Count's Kustoms evolved into more than just a business. It became a symbol of perseverance. Danny's leadership matured, and he built a tighter, more trustworthy team, one that shared his vision without losing the camaraderie that first defined the shop. He implemented stricter financial controls, clearer communication, and a renewed focus on quality over speed. These changes ensured that what once threatened to tear the shop apart instead became the foundation for a stronger future. While some fans still wonder about the absent faces, Joseph Frontiera, Scott Jones, Raleigh Sabo, Shannon Eichow, and Horny Mike, Danny has never allowed the show to dwell on negativity. Instead, he honors their contributions while acknowledging the lessons their departures brought. Each had left a mark, shaping the show's evolution in different ways. The betrayals taught caution, the quiet exits reminded him of the importance of balance, and the creative clashes proved that artistic passion can sometimes burn too bright to be contained. For Danny Koker, Counting Cars was never just a show, it was his life's work captured on film. It told the story of a man who turned his love of cars into a legacy that inspired millions. Through every success and setback, Danny remained true to the spirit of Count's Kustoms, bold, creative, and unapologetically authentic. Even now, fans continue to visit the Las Vegas shop, hoping to catch a glimpse of the crew in action or meet Danny himself. Many leave inspired, reminded that behind every polished fender and perfectly restored engine is a story of perseverance, loyalty, and resilience. The fame, the drama, and the heartbreak, all of it became part of what made Counting Cars so special. And while the series may have revealed cracks in the glossy surface of reality TV, it also highlighted the real human spirit driving it all. Danny Koker's ability to rise above betrayal, rebuild trust, and keep his passion alive has made him not just a television icon, but a symbol of endurance in the world of custom cars. In the end, Counting Cars isn't just about vehicles, it's about the people who build them, the dreams they chase, and the challenges they overcome. It's about the power of creativity and the cost of ambition. And as long as engines roar and paint shines under the Vegas sun, the legend of Count's Kustoms and Danny the Count Koker will continue to live on, one car at a time.